Hello, Z. Here's Rosie.
Hi, I'm Noth.
Wow, is that true?
Yes. You ever think about how the disk drive on the PlayStation 5 is weird?
Yeah.
Because it looks like the console is designed to be standing up, but it would make more sense then to put the disc like in upside down compared to how it is now.
PlayStations always look like buildings.
Yeah.
Also, this one looks like a ham and cheese slider.
Yeah. Good thing we already had a very big lunch, otherwise that would have made me really hungry. Let's jump right freaking in. Alright, I said we're going to have a slow start today, but we're actually going to start and rather quickly get some chill content.
I do like Jill content. Chat, do you like Jill content? Oh shoot, I think our screen's cropped. Better fix that real quick. Like.
Where's Jill?
See, that's the question everybody should be asking. Jill's not on the screen. Where's Jill?
There you go.
Where is...
There's two. Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Maybe we need like a Jill emoji, so people can
never tell.
sound off for the Jills.
I've only
We
just
could have, like,
started.
a waifu emoji
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere
in and
amongst
out
all
for, like,
these
the
stalls,
big
though.
games.
Right,
Why don't
you
we
see
split
how
up
the
and
colors
see?
are
We'll
different
take a couple
between
of
the TV and the
ingredients each.
capture?
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that weird?
What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other
I tried
things we
messing
need.
with it
We can
before.
meet by
I
the
did
gate when
this
we're
like color
finished.
correction thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it just looks weird. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You'll not find a bruised
That's too much. That's too saturated. It's weird. I have heard that there is like a weird thing
Don't touch anything.
with like the capture card I use,
Take
where
it.
like it's like too green or
If that's what
something.
you
People
want.
are saying.
How the hell?
I think someone made like a thing where you can like try to fix it, but I'm not an expert on like video stuff.
Free to look.
I could give it a shot, I guess.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Jill.
Is she leaning up against... Okay, I thought she was leaning up against the post.
Did you find everything?
Yeah, this is like less weirdly green
Yeah.
like this. It's a subtle difference, but I think it'll help. Because I always notice down on our capture, I'm like trying to make a thumbnail that looks all cool, and I'm just like,
Garlic
this looks
and pepio nuts.
different from how I remember.
Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what
Yeah,
Mick
so
needs to
for
keep
those
her
who
engine
weren't
cool.
here at the end of the last stream, we are running around grabbing stuff for mids to make giant boat engines.
But before we head back, would
She's
you
gonna
walk
be
with
like,
me a while?
Tsukuri Masho! Tsukuri Masho!
Special GLC.
And she's just gonna cook up a big boat in her frying pan. Woof. Torgal was just very interested in Jill for a moment there, just like,
That ain't no.
Thank you for asking me to
you don't
help
have
today.
glove on this
That's a
hand.
nice change.
What?
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle. and
oh,
bloodshed
shoot.
For once.
I apologize, that's my
Being you
fault. I forgot to
Reminds
turn
me
on
of
the
all
Noth mic.
children.
How dare
Do you
you?
remember?
I was a little stressed getting started, alright?
I know.
Taking in the sights and
You
smells.
look very cute today, by the way.
Thank you.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics.
Woof.
Remember how his nose would prick up at the
Okay,
same
it's still a little darker on here, but at least it looks more like it should, right?
Yeah.
The colors are
Wouldn't catch you now, would we,
better.
boy?
woof.
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of.
Jill,
Molly
Jill,
in the
Jill,
kitchen's
Jill.
told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might
Kinda
like to share one
pies.
with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Torgal is just
I want it. Torgal snacks.
Big
gonna
white
slobber all
cobs
over
like
him
the
like
baker
this.
back in Rosalith
Yep.
used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry cured ham and it was just, oh,
You're right.
sorry. It's just, you're right. I really do feel like a child
Can you
again being here
imagine
with you.
the field day these two would have vacationing in Eorzea? Just be like,
Life.
oh my god, we can cut loose.
yeah.
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
And then they kissed a lot, furiously making out. And Torgal ate all the bread while they were distracted.
No!
Well, I suppose we better be getting back.
It's been
need to get
sunset
these
for a
ingredients
while
to
now here.
Hippocrates
Who
and
knows how
Talia.
late it is?
I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Yeah, see, now I'm thinking the capture colors are more accurate because it actually looks like sunset over there. There's on the TV. The settings on a TV are weird. We're eventually, like, someday we're gonna have a different TV in here and we're just gonna be like, why does everything look like this?
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
He drank all of it. No, sorry, that's moonshine.
Thanks to Sid.
So yeah, you would have gotten a scene
How's
there
work
with
on the
Tarya
shielding
if you took
progressing,
her. But who's going to
Hippocrates?
take Tarya over Jill? I'm sorry.
Very
Like,
well
Tarya's
indeed.
great, but Jill.
And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew.
How many
Now that we have all
people
the ingredients,
who complain
we may
about,
begin.
like, Jill not getting enough stuff
You can count on me.
actually took
I've
Tarya?
mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my
They were
time.
probably just button mashing through.
Sure you have.
Got to the option where Jill is the first
What about the
option,
shielding
and then
itself?
took Tarya.
Work
Anyways.
is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obelus.
If you'd accidentally
Apparently,
button mash
it'll be
there, would
ready
you have
soon.
just, like, restarted the game?
Yes, I would have reloaded my save.
Even if your save was, like, hours back or
Jill.
something?
Would you join me in the infirmary?
Well, it
Many
auto-save,
hands
so
make
it's,
light
you
work.
know, it wouldn't
and all
happen.
that.
And they give you
Of
a
course.
lot of auto saves. Also, I want to know more of what their like friendship is like, because I bet they're besties.
I was just looking at how she has, like, a bunch of tiny
Oh,
belts
Clive,
on her top,
thank you.
but they don't seem to, like,
It was
be
nice
belts all around, because you don't see any, like,
being with you.
You mean
lines.
You mean
Tarya.
Jill? Oh,
Tarya.
Tarya. Okay.
So they literally just are, like,
Because our
front
work
belts,
here is almost at
somehow.
an end.
Which is the most Nomura thing. Even though
I was enjoying
Nomura did not
playing
work
the
on this
actions
game.
once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it followed, perhaps.
Leave it to thank you.
Leave it to thank you.
I was enjoying being a man of action from my desk. Man, somebody's gonna introduce Hippocrates to Dungeons and Dragons, and it's gonna change his world.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
He will be like the Ultra DM. Children, you can't just jump down the steps, but Sid does. Oh, sorry, I'm a bad example. Don't do what I do. So we shouldn't, you know, like, overthrow capitalism? Don't do that.
We're seeing troops.
He really is, like, the worst fucking role model, though.
Yeah. Check it. Hunts. I'm pretty sure I have all but, like... Okay, that one I can do, that one's beyond me at the moment. I don't think that one, though. Do I got a thing?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Call me Sid. Or Jimmy.
You earned this.
Yeah, too
Come
many
again.
different
I may
things.
have more for you.
No, it's short for Jimothy. Jimothy. Jimothy.
Oh my god!
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, he's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank
Oh,
me.
skip through my dialogue.
I'm
Bitch.
just the errand.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
still fascinated with her arm muscles. I feel like we need Wooly in here to, like, chime in on that.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I
You
thought I'd be
should
making
put Torgal
swords
in
and
charge of
shields,
construction. I
not
want to see him with a
thermal
little hard
bleeding
hat.
and
That's fair.
doodads.
That's fair.
He's staring at, like, you know, a big construction blueprint, but then when the
Difference.
camera actually lets you see it, it's just like a drawing of a big bone.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together here.
Woof.
It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Clive's right here.
Wouldn't you need a small hammer for precision?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Look, I'm not actually a blacksmith. I'm a leather worker. I don't know what I'm doing.
I just kept buying things from the marketplace and taking them to the guild.
I owe Karen so much money.
Yep.
That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got stone and
round.
some metal.
Yeah.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
This
a stone, Mid. You didn't make it.
This is an engine? No, this is my death ray.
I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
The engine's over there.
Thank you.
You'll be
Clive.
feeling his
Right
hammer
on,
arm for
everyone.
weeks.
That's one down and just 3
Now I
more
want to
to go.
stress, this death ray is for peaceful purposes.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
I'm thinking of that frickin' Lupin
We'll be needing a
movie.
displacement stack for each.
You don't.
Guess
Mankind
mankind
is-
wasn't ready for this black hole bomb.
Don't worry. Now they've got to finish one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the
People
rest.
like that movie and I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Apparently, the director of that went on to
Get
make
slim for this
Godzilla
elbow.
minus
Any
one,
other work
which
comes
is
in,
apparently really
keep it
good.
to yourselves, eh?
Well, most people get better the more they try something.
Yeah.
But that movie wasn't good. It was pretty well animated. It's just the script was garbage.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
How did you waste Lupin versus Nazis?
Daydreaming.
Like, it's all of a 30-second montage towards the end. I'm like, that should have been the fucking movie. It should have been the movie.
Sailing off over the
Like who's like, okay, Lupin and Co storm a big old Nazi base and then you do it off screen. I ask you.
It's like,
Now
you know,
we got to spend more screen time on the most generic freaking damsel character.
there should have been a bit, like, you know, you should have made that the whole movie. You should have had Zenigata show up, and he's like, Lupin, give me one good reason why I shouldn't arrest you. He's like, because instead of arresting me, we could team up and kill some Nazis. You know what?
To be just a lifeboat
That's
to
fair.
get into if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard.
Zenigata's like, I always take him in alive.
lack
And
of it.
then they're like,
In a world where we're
you
not
just
trying
mowed
to
down a
survive,
dozen Nazis. They're like,
where
I
we can
take people in
actually live.
alive.
Yeah, Mid's explaining her character right
Working on
now.
that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always?
Never forget, Zenigata is the
Alright.
chakra leader.
My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise
She's got
is
Jesus
sail,
fish on her
I'm putting her
dress.
under your
I don't
command.
want religion in my
Sod our
game.
plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
Someone made a mod for
proud of you.
Sonic R that removes like Jesus fish Easter egg.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Because you're like, I don't want religion in my Sonic.
And you can come too now.
And they
the
replaced it
little
with like a
project is
Chow
finished.
emblem, and people were like,
Right.
Chow didn't exist yet.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be
It
long.
reminds me of,
Right.
like, you know, Scott the Wasp talking
I'll
about
let
game
Otto know you're
controller.
coming.
Game
He's in the mess
controllers
when
when he
you're
gets to the NES
Aye, aye,
controller and he's
Captain.
talking about, you know, the original D-pad. He's just like, slow down, Speed Racer. I don't need religion in my video gaming. Oh, new Questo. Multiple new Questos.
Man, I don't want to like correct you, but his actual line's even funnier.
Oh, really?
Where he's like, pump the brakes, Speed Racer. Nobody puts religion in my dig dug.
Alright, we have some side quests that will actually unlock some stuff. Am I going to the right places?
We cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Okay. This is why we go to the letters. Every now and then, there's quests. Yep.
Trouble with the...
This one. Payback.
Imagine like reading a letter that you get in the mail and then just boo doo 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 doo, please.
Alright.
Go out to the mailbox and every bill you open is just like bah, 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 bah.
Pay for your groceries. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
He has to like stand there contemplating what he
Yeah.
just read while staring off into space.
Shut up, Karen.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Is it a side quest?
Really? No.
This won't take. I just wanted to ask that you might still be perhaps sharing.
Eve says that expression screams, huh? I
It's
really
just
wish I knew how to read.
And that was
a sword.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna like sum up this conversation. It's a katana. He saw a katana and he's just like, holy shit! And then he didn't buy it, and he's just like, okay, but I really want to learn how to do that metal work.
What a weeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you for skipping that. I didn't find whole Blackthorn's whole fucking quest line to be particularly interesting, really.
Yeah.
So how about all that Persona 5 beta leak
Oh my
stuff?
god. Yeah, we got like teenage Nanako, who apparently gets into figure skating. Good for her. That seems like a decent fit. We got like probably an old iteration of like a potential female player character for Persona 3. I don't like her. I don't like that design because of just like the Persona 3 we ended up getting. It clashes incredibly hard with like kind of the status quo they give the player character at the start.
There's this whole conspiracy theory that the edgy douchebag boss from Ultimax was gonna be the Persona 5 protagonist at one point. Because that, like, apparently that's been a thing for a while, because there's, like, text saying, like, P5 hero in that game if you data mine it.
Huh.
This is probably not true, because I'm pretty sure, like, different slots refer to that guy, and the P5 hero slot was just replaced with a different character.
Yeah.
But now people are comparing that guy's design to this female, like, protag potential character thing.
Yeah.
And be like, what if that was the original thing?
Science!
I'm just like, we have concept art of this character sitting next to a very different looking, like, potential P5 male protagonist, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is just from a completely different iteration of what that game would have been. And, like, who knows what the hell's going on there, because there's also, like, a unique model of Yukari.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not, like, a leftover or something they used as a test. No, they made that for something.
I know you, as, like, free DLC, can get your hands on boss fights against the Persona 3 and 4 protagonists. So I wonder if at a certain point you were just going to be able to fight, like, you know, everybody.
Maybe.
All right,
It's very odd that it's specifically Yukari.
Yeah, I'm going to sum up this guy's quest. He fucked up the ledgers, and we potentially owe people, like, ungodly amounts of money.
Well, blame the Moogle.
Yep.
I think the folder that model was in was for, like, test stuff, but still, like, you don't just make a brand new Yukari model for no reason, so it must have been for something. Who knows, maybe the idea of a Persona 3 remake goes back that far.
Yeah. Who the fuck's the croc? Baywatch! Where in the shit is the croc? Okay. One moment! Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'll just, like, travel there so we can talk to the Veiled people.
Veil people? Do they all have birds on the backs of their heads?
Absolutely.
There's two.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Can't remember if we ever see the two guys we beat the shit out of again. I would love, like, just recurring rematches where they just do not get any tougher.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah. Or, like, you know, maybe they do get tougher. It's just, it doesn't, like, actually matter, like, compared to you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
What's up?
Still no caravan from the Dominion.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
It's my birthday, and I won an essay contest.
We apparently owe you this.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto
Give one
asked
to
me
Jill.
give it
She's
to
going to
you
get very
to settle
jealous.
the hideaway's dead with the veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can
give a
keep
shit
his
about my
baubles.
finances.
The man owes me
I just
nothing.
wanna
My
fuck.
contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But
He
you
has a
and
son?
the others at the
Well,
hideaway
he had a son?
Yeah.
are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Pump the brakes, Speed Racer.
Long ago,
Oh boy.
yes.
It's gonna become a thing now.
Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy.
When Otto was a
And blamed
boy?
himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit.
Yep. Yeah, Clive, it sure would be stupid for somebody to just, you know, keep their negative feelings to themselves and, you know, not share with anybody. Like, you know. You would never do that, would you?
Nah, Clive is such an open fellow. He really just wears his emotions on his sleeves. Unfortunately, they're all brooding.
Okay, we gotta go down there. So that's probably closer. My emotions are sad, depressed, disappointed, tired, mopey.
Come on.
Gropey. Wait, no, not that one. Doc.
No. They're not worth my time.
You just get attacked on the road and you're just like, no. But yeah, the B5 stuff's pretty fascinating. Apparently Ryuji gets the shit kicked out of him even harder.
Yeah.
Like they like toned it down in steps apparently.
I don't mind Ryuji getting beat up. I wanted to like slap him at several points.
I just wanted a mini game where you can actually throw Morgana at a billboard, like in the opening.
Yeah.
I can walk from
Yeah,
here.
I know some people are like, oh, the girls weren't right to beat Ryuji up. And I'm just like, this is...
Yeah, it should have been a catchy.
Yes. Is it not here? Oh, it's over there. My thing is just like, Ryuji did not deserve to be beaten up by the girls for the reason they did beat him up. However, there were plenty of other times when he should have been slapped, but was not. So I just look at it as just like, you know, they finally came to collect that debt from him. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Through the foliage, please, Ambrosia.
It's just a very weird time to do it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like Persona writing doesn't tend to have, like, just...
Occasional...
They have something planned out and then they forget what they're doing partway through.
Yeah. It has hiccups.
It's always weird when, like, Persona 4 fans, like, shit on P5's writing, though, and I'm just like, P4 has all those same problems worse.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I will, you know, defend Persona 4 And the way I defend it is I'm just like, it's a very well-written, progressive game for 2008.
What we have here.
Unfortunately, it is not 2008 anymore. Oh no. Ow, 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 ow.
And yeah, also, you know, the game was going to be darker still.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much, like, it changing was down to, like, oh, you know, we should dial this back, or how much was, like, oh, you know, 0 ratings are the worst.
Wait, he just straight up doesn't actually have a stagger meter. Fuck it.
Like that moment where Tanashiro blackmails them by being like, I took a photo of you in the same room as Booze!
Yeah. That
was gonna be a little different originally.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Kaneshiro definitely like got toned down a bunch.
Yeah.
Because there's also a lot of cut dialogue that just like.
Did you get it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not fun. Maybe it's still even the bad ending, so you get.
Yeah. The bad ending is kind of based on that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is, you know, not really in the game now.
Maybe they were just like, you know what? This game's pretty easy, so the 0 reviewers won't even get to bad ending for that. Sneak it in.
Given my whole build is based around like the stagger meter, the fact this one does not have it is actually kind of like. Okay.
Did that thing just murder Torgal?
No. Torgal's fine.
Well, he's invincible, but it definitely would smash down on him, right?
Ow!
Farewell.
I was gonna do it. Boo! Fuck you! Give me a better fight. Okay. Oh.
Your reign is over.
I would be
to
so
collect
mad
the
if I
ash.
left before picking that up.
This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
That's the stuff. I gotta get back to playing the Torna DLC for Xenoblade, because I'm pretty sure I'm right before a big boss.
I've honestly lately just been like, I want to replay Persona 5, but you know,
Persona
P3 Remake is coming out, and also now this whole leak has happened. I'm just like, man, did I just kind of like...
Yeah.
phase through time?
A lot of people are excited for Persona 3 Remake, and I'm just
Guys,
kind of like...
I was ready then.
Because I've played, like, the original Persona 3, probably...
A
Well, Persona 3
star,
FES.
I can't
That is
accept
probably
this.
the Persona game
It's
I've
worth
played
at
through
least
the
twice
most
what you owe me.
times.
Or if you can find yourself the right buyer.
So I'm like, yeah, I've seen this story, and I'm curious about how they update it, but it's not like I'm like, I have to get out there and play it. You are excited, so yeah, I'm totally down for that, because I want you to be able to experience that story.
Yeah, because I've experienced very little P3, because I started on it once, and the intros are so fucking long.
It is the longest intro in Persona, a series known for incredibly long
When
intros.
the place was nothing
And then
but
I
a
think I
twinkle in
finally
the
got
eye
to
of
the
a
end of the
rollicking
intro,
leaf
and then I was
may
like,
have been the
alright,
face
I gotta
of
go
a
do
monster.
something else, and then I never
Didn't
came back
did
to
he?
it.
I reckon what he saw, and don't we all? That
The, Yeah, if anything, I'm just like, I am thrilled at the potential of, like, Persona 3 characters getting more fan art. Because they are underappreciated in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, I've been planning to draw Yukari for a while.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, now I'll have a good reason.
And I am on record, I prefer I prefer Yukari as the main character's love interest. Because they kind of did a thing there where they just sort of forgot what they wrote as they kept on doing more P3 stuff, which really pairs the main character with Aigis. Because the original game actually pushes the main character and Yukari together. Like, there's in-story moments that, like, tease them. And then there's, like, everything that goes on in the answer, like with Yukari and her feelings. But then, like, the movies come out and all of the other, like, spin-off stuff, and they just kind of forgot about that. And it reminds me a lot of Code Geass, where, like, when the original series is going on, they're like, yeah, no, like, Lelouch and C2 have a platonic relationship, and there's way more actually, like, pushing him towards Callan. And then they did, like, that sequel movie, and it ends with, like, Lelouch basically giving C2 a marriage proposal, and I'm like, you like, actually forgot what you wrote, didn't you? Like, what happened there?
I'm trying to, like, find an umbrella term for this kind of, like,
If I were giant Antonio,
weird waifu character that will just get forced. Because people like Rei Ayanami types or whatever, and it's like, you know, like you can't quite say that C2 is a Rei Ayanami, but there's definitely, like, some overlap there with just like, oh, that's why nerds are like this, I guess.
Yeah. Or, you know, maybe they just like the jumpsuit. Oh, wait. This is fun.
What if I had a...
Come here.
What if I knew a girl who didn't know any better, so she lived with me?
That ability is going to be a lot more fun, and I actually get a boss I can put instead. I don't even know what I'm here for.
Kazur says the P3 movies catered more to fans of P4 who then went back.
I don't get that, but okay. I haven't watched them because, like, the moment I saw, like, oh, you have just officially, completely forgotten, you know, how you originally wrote Yukari. Cool. Not interested. And it feels weird and nitpicky to be like, I am not watching this because of shipping, but it does annoy me when, like, that just weird sort of, like, waifu revisionism. Ah, Torgal's getting a bone! I'm so glad I didn't skip this cutscene.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks.
I love his little hop.
Oh, right, I forgot this whole quest. Okay, so
A very big
I skipped the
puppy.
cutscene with Karen, but you go to Karen at the start, and I'm pretty sure what she says is she's just like, your dog's depressed.
You do know you can take that with you.
The
Torgal.
fuck?
Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
This is Karen's one good quality. She loves Torgal as much as everybody else. Actually, you know what? While we're fucking here... Where are you now?
It also just helps that Reload, like, graphically looks really sharp.
Yeah, it looks like they learned, like, several good lessons from Persona 5.
I feel like P5 kind of aged quickly because it was a cross-gen PS3 game.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's really stylish, but then also pretty quickly, like, you know, so many games come out that have you go like, wow, this is not, like, the graphical fidelity is not that great, is it?
Yeah.
And shit, it was built off of Catherine, which
Yeah.
is an even older game.
That style, like, it's aged, but that style helps a ton. Like, with, you know, you never look at it, you're like, ugh, these graphics are so dated. Is it not, like, fucking here? There's supposed to be, like, a hunt around here.
It's just that the character models, like, when you see them in too much detail, they just kind of look like dolls being moved around.
Mm-hmm.
And in that generation, we were very rapidly getting to where, like, every game had, like, a lot more, like, detail than that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Straight home now.
And also that, like, sometimes the models just don't match the 2D art well. It's like, where did all your floof go?
Yeah. What a handsome prince.
Yeah.
Whee! I have arms. Oh shit, he's 4 levels above. Come on, do a thing. Damn it! Fuck that up.
I guess, you know, it's yet another parallel between Persona 5 and Three Houses. Wow, the graphics aged, like, really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Just punched that plant.
Yeah.
He just punched that plant.
Fuck you. Should have worked. Stop tracking me. Oh!
And his thing's got everything.
Yeah. What? What? Oh shit! Oh shit! It has Disney hands.
Its arms are too long.
Yeah. God, it's always good. Good. Ow. I am playing unoptimally.
Here he comes again.
Yeah!
be better with Jill.
It would. We'll get her back soon. Alright, so this R2 and square Ramu move I'm doing, Lightning Rod. You put it down, and if you hit it, it causes damage to trigger on, like, as an area of effect. Which will hit the enemy, so I can basically, like, for every hit during their stagger, I hit them twice. It's fun.
People take notice of wealthy
What am I doing here?
I don't know, you went there.
Yeah, Ignakin down now.
Whole Mother Crystal gone.
Back again, are you?
What are we gonna do?
Any more trouble and you'll be far.
Yep. Oh, I found him. Yep, that's great. Retrieve items.
My reputation will be ruined if people find out my cutscene was skipped.
There's apparently a podcast talking about this game and saying that, like, and criticizing, like, oh, there's no, like, people of color in this game. And then when it came to this, they're like, oh, it doesn't count because they have white features. And I was just like...
I'm not even gonna try to unpack that.
Yeah, I was just like, are you getting into, like, skull shapes? And facial structure horse shit? Jesus Christ.
White people, am I right?
What's really funny is this person's been crying white saviorism about FF14, and they just started playing it yesterday.
Oh, it's the same moron.
Yes. And I'm not saying, like, they have been, like they started it and immediately began crying white saviorism. No, they have been doing that for a long time and only started playing it yesterday.
It's like, you know, if you... First of all, like... What's the best angle to approach this from? Fucking white Americans make everything about themselves.
Yep. In the sense that, like, in the sense that these people can only see slavery through the lens of, like, American slavery, which means, like, if you try to use it as, like, an allegory, like this game is, they're gonna just be like, ah, you can't.
Yeah, they also automatically are like, oh, the Soyons are doing, and it's like, they're not white. There's no, like, real-life parallel there.
God damn. Fuck.
They're not a group of white people.
And, like, the closest, like, ow, dick. The closest thing to, like, an actual white savior narrative in FF14 is probably Stormblood. And
it's not?
And it's not, because it's just like, yeah, this place has been conquered by the Empire. We have been baited basically into, like, actual armed conflict to try and free it. We will let the natives take the lead and use us as a hammer. Like even the Eorzean Alliance, like like military going into Alamigo to free it, is led by Rauban, a native of Alamigo. Ow. I wanted to do the other move. I fucked it up! Whatever. The Innkeeper.
It's just really popular to, like, hate on Final Fantasy, and then also people are so fucking obsessed with optics.
Yeah.
That it's just like, you can just freaking accuse a game of anything and then just be like, see, the dog's bad.
Like, yeah, like, consumption of media is a moral act. Ugh.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems alright.
Hooray.
It's the same thing as just, like, being like, oh, I don't have any arguments, so I'm gonna call you a pedophile. I think people like that should just get the shit kicked out of them a couple times.
Oh man,
usually fixes it.
Somebody did like the low-key, maybe you're a pedophile thing to me the other day.
What?
Yeah, somebody was bitching about like, oh, it's weird to ship Reen and Gaia from FF14 because they're children. They're like 16 or 17, and also fake. And that was what I went in. I was just like,
I noticed you.
my guy, they're fake. They're not real people. And they're like, oh, curious. That's the same reasoning lolicons use.
You can.
And?
That was it. That was their argument. I didn't bother engaging with them anymore because people were already like kicking the shit out of them in the comments. So I was like, I don't need to.
Was this the same person you told me about who was like gay relationships are inherently sexual?
They didn't outright say that, but like when somebody brought up like, hey, Tidus and Yuna were 17, Zidane and Garnet were also underage, and they're like, oh, that like things are different then.
No, they're not.
Yeah, and I was just like,
no, they're fucking not.
Man, it's weird that you only have a problem with the relationship here that's gay. So so for me, I was just like, if I had gone further, I would have baited them into that. To being like, okay, so gay people are inherently sexual to you. Bigotry. Neat, let's make Excalibur.
What do you need?
I want Excalibur.
So what would it be?
Give it. Give it. Gimme.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I do say so myself.
Now you too can be a Saber.
Cannot be upgraded, apparently. I do recall Excalibur looking really cool, so we are going to see if we can put that appearance back on. Whee!
Now, if you're just like going around calling people pedophiles for stupid shit, first of all, you're telling on yourself, and second of all, you're putting yourself on the same like intellectual level as Elon Musk. Is that really what you want to do with your life? No, I have to. Eve has redeemed hydrate, so I need to take a sip of my water I don't have. You have water?
Yeah, but hang on.
Okay, you can redeem it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go get more, so I was gonna down the rest of mine.
There was. Did a thing pop up when you did that, Eve? Because there's supposed to be an alert for it now, but if it's broken, then fuck.
That Torgal may be the beneficiary. Consider.
I'm supposed to play sound and everything.
So the gist there is Torgal might have powered up from just hanging around a bunch of fucking icons.
We're just like brrrring through this story sometimes.
I mean, this is all just side quest stuff, so.
Yeah, but it's like relevant to characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not even logged into the overlay editor. Yeah, like for some reason, Stream Elements doesn't have a thing for channel points built in.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get one that someone custom made, and I guess it doesn't actually work.
Told me she was building a
Like it works when I test it, but I guess it just doesn't actually like get the input that says, "Hey, dipshit, it's time to do that." Oh well, we'll just have to keep paying attention to chat things.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be really funny if there was like a pop-up for that sort of stuff. I'm just always gonna think of that one guy who was complaining that there's too much fan service in Xenoblade, and then immediately
registered offender.
Yeah.
Xenoblade 2 is good if you can stomach the gameplay.
I really don't trust anyone who's all like, "Oh, this is too sexual." Just puritanical weirdos are always weirdos.
Yep. Inventory increased. Neat. We will advance the story very soon, I promise.
I mean, that's relative.
Yeah.
Because the story's not really gonna advance the story for a little bit.
Yeah, we are like, they were like, okay, Titan was pretty fucking hyped, so let's dial things back a bit. Which may or may not have been the correct idea.
So do you want me to get more water?
If you were going to, yeah.
Lady Karen. Go
And I shall. I'll be right back.
Not only Final Destination.
Yes.
Skip. Yeah, the punchline is Otto, like, figured out what was going on, and, like, they're... Oh, shit. Flashback cutscene. I like that Sid has just dragged these assholes out here.
Good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get him back?
I think this is like a flashback to the founding, because everybody's like walking around and super tired. And Sid is just like, yeah, let's just keep going.
He never lost faith.
Like, it's really funny seeing Karen just like trudging along through a wasteland. It's just like, bitch.
It's really fun to see Karen in pain.
Myself, I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
I didn't plan for him to get a hole put through him, though.
What if we made Karen hang out with Annabella?
Then Karen would finally be the likable person in the cutscene.
Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
Because you know, Karen would have no filter and would just lay into her.
Yeah,
it would be amazing.
Yeah.
This is Sid's handwriting.
But you're Sid.
Dear Otto.
Don't tell Clive he needs to
I may be
shave.
drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
Aww.
P.S. Pet Torgal.
This note.
3 times a day. Twice on the tongue.
About it.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have.
He made the
bloody
mini-map.
Said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
You can tell me to piss off if it'll make you feel better.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us.
Except maybe Karen.
I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
His spinning cup,
This
yes.
will do me just fine.
Thank you.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
I'm gonna go put this in my room. As for, like, the whole ledger thing, Otto was just like, yeah, I knew the ledger was fucked up and I already took care of it. You, however, guy who fucked it up, are in for a world of extra labor. So at a certain point, we'll get side quests that result in us getting nice knickknacks to put in the quarters.
Yay!
And now right back to Otto.
All right, Clive. Asterix.
Not about to have another big cutscene, are we?
Across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl would do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
You know she left, don't you, Clive?
In those words.
She did, yes.
Clive.
You himbo.
Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
And in that, maybe a lesson.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Talk to them, but first, I have to buy more potions.
I got a Game Gear.
Yeah, tell people about your Game Gear because it's cool.
A special edition Magic Knight Rare Game Gear. It is red.
I've heard the batteries last 3 times longer on it.
It's not true.
You're right. The batteries need to be
Cannot
red.
find a better price than that.
Yeah, tell people like what else you got with it.
Well, it came with a Ray Earth game, appropriately, and it's even like in the same red color.
Yep.
Which I've seen like there was like one other special edition where they did that, which was like a Coca-Cola one. It came with a Coca-Cola game. Other than that, I'm not aware of any like specially colored cartridges, so I think it's really cool because you just pop it in and it just looks like it belongs there. And obviously now every other game will look weird in there, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I got some Sonic games.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, Chaos, and Triple Trouble. So it's like the good ones and the ones that you would have by association.
I didn't like really see him getting played, but
Thank you, Obelix.
God, dude, does the soundtrack just sound like great? Just hearing it off of that speaker, I was like, all right, that sounds like some good fucking Sonic.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like the sound of like Master System Game Gear, but coming out of that little speaker, it works a lot better, I think.
Trouble in Canva.
And also in general, I think those games make way more sense when you hold them in your hand, because most people know them from playing them on one of the 5 million re-releases on consoles. And it's just like, I don't think they quite belong there.
Yeah.
It seems that way.
Like, I'm glad they got re-released, like, through those ways, but also it's like, you know, if I'm, like, back in the day when I'm playing Sonic Mega Collection Plus, it's just like, why would I play 8-bit Sonic the Hedgehog 1? I have normal-bit Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
Well, Sonic 1 8-bits is quite good. It's very different, and it was made by Yuzo Koshira's company, and they just understand, like, you know, how to do these things differently. The only thing that's weird is there's no loops.
Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the 7 High Houses waiting now, would it?
Like, it's the only one of the 8-bit Sonic games that actually takes, like, the smaller screen of the Game Gear into account compared to the Master System. So they'll actually, like, you know, change the level design up a bit, or, like, you know, add, like, little signposts saying, like, hey, there's a pit here.
Oh, by the way, Jill will
You
be
can't
joining
see
us
it,
too.
because the
She's got
screen's
some things
small.
to take care of,
And
but
compare
she'll
that
meet
to
us
Sonic 2 just being like, fuck you.
Screen crunch.
I was actually going to try beating that first boss in Sonic 2 Game Gear's infamously, like, the worst thing. Because you can't see the trajectory of the projectiles being, like, thrown at you and you have no rings. But the cart needs cleaning, so it actually crashed during the first zone.
We're at the wreckage of the old there, hideaway.
This is terrible art.
Somebody lift a hammer here.
Hey Gav, can you be the nail? feel like if we're gonna have a bunch of scenes like this, I need to add like a sad Rosie emoji.
Yeah.
I remember what you told me.
To put on clothes.
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, then may as well not say it.
I remember what you told me to kill myself.
But I will say this, old friend.
I dress every day.
Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
He
It was a big shadow.
He is turbo gone.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Only most
Life
dead.
has a beginning
You ever
and an end.
hear of a man named Locke?
So we must live while we have the chance.
That reminds me, I was talking to another VTuber the other day on Blue Sky.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
there's like a nice little community where it's just like, Blue Sky is generally just like really nice because you can just like talk to people
Yeah.
and like kind of make friends.
Karen looks like she had to be dragged out here.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
You forgot the
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
So you were saying?
Yeah, so, a lot of people do these, like, little threads where it's like, hey, like, drop your VTuber PNGs and, like, talk about yourself a bit, because I want to make friends. So I talked to this person, and we talked about, like, what games we like, both, like, RPGs from the 90s. And I'm like, man, it's ironic that the RPG we're playing right now is, like, the really new one.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me think, like, what RPGs have we streamed? Because we did, like, FF4 and 6 Pixel Remaster,
Yeah.
which are not on YouTube for reasons. And I'm just like,
Yep.
and I'm just like, I can't remember.
We didn't put 6 up?
The Black
No.
March is on. And soon
There's East.
there'll be no escaping sights like these.
Other than that, I don't know.
So
You know, one day we're gonna stream Chrono Trigger, right?
Absolutely, it's on the
Cannot
list.
stop until every
It's
Mother
already
Crystal
on
is
the
gone,
list.
and their thirst for ether with them.
I think the main difficulty is just like,
The only one that
you
remains
gotta
in
put
Storm
so
is
much
Drake's
time
tale,
aside in your
crystalline
stream
dominion.
schedule.
Yeah.
If I could just stream full time, or just like most days a week at least, I think I would play far more RPGs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you.
But unfortunately, I think I need to like have a much bigger channel to be able to justify doing that.
Yeah.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can
I gotta
take
make money
this
somehow.
great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I
Yes.
thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be less
Assuming you've no
conspicuous
better
with this
ideas.
fucking.
Gigundo, man.
You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
You are going to break
You
me.
rip me bones, you great galoot.
That was the idea.
How else am I gonna level up?
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the
I'd be
Merchants
happy
Guild.
too if
Just
I
show
could get
them
away from
Goose's
Karen.
Traders Pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
Still just going on.
Glad to have you with us, Goods.
Oh, okay then. I'll
Don't
get
slow
me
us down
things
or I'll take
and
you
I'll
one
meet
hit
yous
point
there.
away.
See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Little fingers!
Woof.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
Stay the fuck away from us.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Ow, my other eye!
Huh?
Joking that Gav somehow, as soon as he's off screen, did something to hurt his remaining eye.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege is making a proper little outlaw of himself.
I heard that. Sky!
A blue sky. It's all coming full circle.
All right.
Yeah, I hope I can, you know, make some more VTuber friends through Blue Sky. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start rating people.
What have I been up to? Man, this past week I mostly just played FF14. Oh yeah, because the new patch dropped. We have Cat Lady.
Yeah?
Like, not just Y'shtola. We have like a tall, muscly, very furry cat lady.
Yeah.
She seems like a lot of fun.
More like a lion lady.
How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
Ambrosia, one day you'll have to teach me how to get through walls, but also Choco Jail. It's good.
I want to see Torgal on a chocobo.
I mean, you know, if we ever one day get FF7 Rebirth, we can see Red 13 on one.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the scars.
But I don't like buying things that will probably be that.
Yeah.
Pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside.
Yeah, I say owning a Blu-ray of Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Edition.
Outlaws on the trail today.
That's a you problem.
Yeah. I mean, at least in that case, I'm just kind of fascinated by that movie of just like, how did you let this happen? I am like way above you people, so I'm gonna keep going to this side quest.
Just run him over.
So what do you think? Straight home now.
Lucky to make it out alive.
Really?
Oh, aye.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Looking fellow.
You think he? Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
I might skip through your dialogue, but sure.
Well met, friend.
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward.
He sent
My brothers.
We may have.
You, Howard. Chances up.
Yeah, sure.
Well, if I'm...
No, or you.
Get cart.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, we already had a quest today called Weird Science.
Those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
I decided to just put the follower goal on 100 because I was just like, I don't know what the significance of 60 is. The funny thing is, you gotta like press like end goals and then you can like edit it. And I start putting in 100 and it's like, it's just this little thing pops up that says like, for channels of your size, the recommended figure is 60. I'm just like, well, I'm committed now, motherfucker.
And again! This poor guy, he's just getting the shit pushed in.
Yay!
That guy's having a bad fucking day.
I think you could say that about most people who meet Clive Rossfield, really.
Yeah.
And Torgal was just fucking still, like, murdering that dude over there.
Yeah. Oh no, wood.
He doesn't even get to attack back. Yeah. That's what happens. The Rossfield train don't stop.
Getting all of this out of here.
Seems we.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly will he be?
You leave that to.
You've done.
We're gonna carry these things out 1 melon at a time.
Could these dudes possibly be
been a
any
pleasure.
shadier?
Now piss off. There's no need to be so rude, brother.
Sir, leave.
What if we want his help again next time?
Are you Biggs and Wedge?
We finally found them.
They suck.
I mean, in FF6 they were working for the evil empire,
Yeah.
so.
In FF7 they don't make it past the prologue.
In FF8 they're morons.
Oh, I have that fully upgraded. What do I want? What do I want? Spark. Yeah, sure. Okay, I guess I'll just like get these things.
I love how in FF7 Remake they were like, all right, we gotta flesh out the Avalanche characters more. Okay, Jessie, you are now best girl. Wedge, you are now a walking fat joke. Biggs, you were a guy.
Good work, team.
We did it.
God, I love fantasy ruins. I say that every time we end up at Fallen stuff. Oh, gee, I wonder what these things will be. Will they come to life and attack me? Oh my god!
Don't have seen that coming. For some reason, I'm suddenly thinking about how I miss old Cartoon Network.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't know why that suddenly popped into my head.
What part specifically? Shows, schedules, vibes?
Yeah, I guess just kind of the whole vibe of like, you know, like you had like good shows back then, but also all the stuff around the shows, or to be like, you know, the sort of the continuity announcements and all that they had,
yeah,
and how they'd be like, all right, this week we're doing a marathon of this weird old Hanna-Barbera show, or like, here's the movie thing.
Did you have the month of Miyazaki?
So this is
No.
Zemeckis.
We did that. That was how I saw a lot of Miyazaki movies the
The
first
land
time.
of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
God, this is just cool fantasy
If
shit.
anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious.
I haven't been to
punished
Niagara
man
Falls. I
for
gotta
his
say, it's
defiance
probably really cold there
by
right now.
visiting upon him 2 curses.
See, even Torgal's shivering.
Dominance in
Oh, that's
Paris.
just anti-aliasing.
Torgal's like, I
Tell
don't
the
get it.
truth. I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
I used to think
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men.
Clive, you're such a dork.
Father
You can
encouraged
see
me
it in
to
his
read
face.
as much as I could.
It's great.
He thought it good for my education.
Read more books, people.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Jill has nice eyelashes.
Yeah, she has nice everything.
Wow.
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
Torgal
We're not
detects an
far from
hostage.
Rocklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice... Never mind, it's the Hall of Injustice.
In the Andes, over a
See
tall
the
mountain.
reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as
Sniffing all those flowers made him just really high.
The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then
I think Dion should take that vase in the background and put it over Annabella's head.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Father, have you ever heard of Adolf
whom
Hitler?
I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh.
Oh, that scene in Gundam where the dude is just like, you ever heard of a guy named Hitler?
No. Oh, you remind me a lot of him. Good. Take that as a compliment. Fucking Girin. What a dumbass.
Return to your camp, Dion. And ready your
It's
forces.
so good when he gets shot in the back of the head.
It is time to show the world
OG Gundam's just really good.
the true power of Sambrec.
I didn't hear the O part. So I just heard G Gundam and I was just like,
No, I
oh,
don't-
we've taken a leap.
I don't know that yet. I don't know about that one yet.
Well, G Gundam is amazing.
I find you
seen
much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this?
I only play
I
wizardry.
speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrec, Prince Dion.
She starts talking and I
trust
just
you
want
will
to skip the
continue to
cutscene
serve
so I
your
don't have to
emperor
hear it.
in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
I had 36 presents last year.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
What a stupid
I just want the spring in her seat cushion to pop out and perforate her anus.
It's just like, yes, let me needle the walking mega nuke. Surely this will not backfire.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
me.
she's been such an intelligent woman so far.
Yeah. I mean, she's so stupid she has managed to like decay the intelligence of the people around her. Because the Emperor is just like, let me also needle the walking mega nuke. Surely potentially pissing off Bahamut will not go poorly for us.
His Radiance has lost one
No, it'll
capital
be
already.
fine.
We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside.
It's you know, I keep making jokes comparing that to the beginning of FF4, right? But it's so funny that like there, you know, as soon as Cecil was like, you know, I kind of don't feel good about like slaughtering innocent people who are not even defending themselves for crystals, like, you know, just saying, and they're immediately like, this treachery? We're gonna send you to like fucking bomb a village now. And then over here, it's just like, you know, Dion is saying like a lot like more treacherous stuff, and they're just like, it's fine, it's fine. Let's keep him around. He'll be useful.
It's only Bahamut.
No need to ride from
Like Cecil was just a guy.
It's only the one guy to our knowledge who has fought fucking Odin to a standstill.
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
They are about to do a lot of cutscenes.
Peaches and pears.
Bubbles and birds.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
I've got a vintage comic collection.
For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than welcome
Not with the inflation.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones.
Please have your bribes ready and counted for.
Not for the likes of you.
Now you're just getting too real.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come taste my peaches.
No.
I'll
take the large one.
Juicy pears. Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Has anybody seen an abnormally
Won't find
huge
anything
man?
of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Woof. Man, I really thought we were gonna get here quicker.
Oh, there he is.
So I named the stream The Desert Stuff, and it took us an hour and a half to actually get to the desert stuff.
Slow down. What?
So Goods, of course,
Got-
lost his fucking pass like a dumbass.
Keep an eye out for this red chocolate.
Got pickpocketed.
And the other on our purses.
Because it's just always so fun in video games to chase down like little brat thieving pieces of shit.
Yeah.
It's always my favorite part of any narrative. Any potions, salves, and crafting ingredients must be kept in containers of no more than 3.4 ounces.
Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was thinking of that shit.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
Oh, then he needs to die.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing?
This bit sucks, but I kind of like her. She's sassy, I think. It's been a while since I played her.
Oh, I like her.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
Of course not, the dog's in charge.
She's gonna be like, Lady Karen doesn't hang around with people who have such nice chests. And Jill's gonna be like, excuse me? The lady's like, I wasn't talking about you.
It got stolen. By little Ben.
Again?
You're the size of a marble.
Yeah, you could have just kept it at the top of your pack. They can't reach.
Yeah,
No
honestly,
one can.
honestly, if Goots had, like, you know, shirt pockets, like dress shirts do, nobody would ever be able to pickpocket him because they would need a fucking step ladder to get up there.
Need our pass back. Then we can be on our way.
Torgal, however, might get a little.
I see.
What if Goots met
So
Hildebrand?
neither of
Oh my
you has
God.
a trader's pass either.
He'd walk away thinking Hildebrand is the coolest detective ever.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
But I studied economics.
Now.
Oh man, I
can't
thought
say
of the
for
guy
sure
from
who took your
FF14
pass,
Goots really should meet, but
I
you wouldn't know him, and it's
suspect I know
Gerald.
why they did it. Let me explain.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the guy who always gets wrapped up into doing the relic quests, no matter how much he hates it.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've met him. I did the first relic thing
Oh, yeah,
in
I'm
ARR.
skipping this.
And then I immediately decided,
no.
You know what?
The proprietor of...
I can get Eve to make better stuff for me.
Yeah. One day I might want to do the Heaven's Word relics, because I heard they're easy. You just have to, like, pay a shitload of tomestones. Which is what they did with the Endwalker ones, and people hated that. No, I think, like, you can get a bunch of materials for tomestones, but, like, you have to run a bunch of raids over again multiple times. Eve, what is that emoji? And,
that is a tongue emoji in response to me saying that I'll just have Eve craft things for me.
yeah.
I really gotta get back to FF14. At this rate, I'm still not gonna be caught up by the time Dawn Trail comes out.
Yeah.
I really gotta freaking... I just wanna,
You won't find anything
take some time off from work and just kind of, like, burn through a bunch of video games.
Do it.
Yeah.
Fish,
But I want to, like, try and get, like, at least a little more stuff done this month, work-wise, first.
questioning children.
Maybe, like, February or March.
Yeah.
Speak with the children.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as...
Lady, there are children around.
Excuse me.
How old do you think I am?
Jesus. Puberty hit me early. When I was 4.
Only in certain parts of me, though! As you can probably tell! Isn't that weird?
Do you remember when I killed your
I was wondering what the voice reminded me of, and then you did that, and I was like, oh, right.
What's funny is I'm not even that big a fan of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Are you a fan of Jessica Rabbit?
Maybe. Okay, so the prompt says find Hansa, but I read it as find Forza.
Oh,
And I
I
was
read
just
it as
like-
find Honda.
I'm like, I don't like Xbox racing games. I don't like any racing games.
Well, before you said that second part, I would have been like, just get it on PC then.
Yeah.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee.
I thought I liked racing
Hope
games,
he's still nearby.
but I'm so bad at them, and I feel like when I was a kid, I had way less trouble with that.
We need to play more Mario Kart.
Well, the thing is, Mario Kart's the one I'm like kind of decent at because it's really simple.
Donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed.
Goots is not fat. He's big boned.
You should just carry Goots and just drop him on these kids. That'll teach him.
Shit,
Eve says, I saw this Find Hanzo and it gave me terrible Overwatch PTSD.
Can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Alright, so there's bandits forcing the kids to steal shit for him. You've all seen this plot before. You have played a video game.
Bum bum, ba-da-ba-da-dum bum, ba-dum bum, ba-da-ba-da-dum bum.
Now the other thing is, once we're actually through that gate, shit is gonna get wild. Alright, time to meet a very handsome man. Who's also...
Shit. Cornered.
Dumb.
It's alright, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you.
You're not an Xbox racing game, so you're okay.
I just want to ask you some questions.
Like, why do all you snotty children in this game sound the same?
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
I'm gonna hurt them.
Call themselves the Carstones.
Cool.
I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time. You know, if I didn't do it.
Alright, yep.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them.
I haven't got your part. Whatever you do, not that I go.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
I hurt him a little bit.
Or we'll bite his ankle off.
Mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are.
God, this guy's got such a good swashbuckler look to him.
Brooch. Where
But
did you
he's,
get it?
and like, he introduces himself and is immediately just doing stupid shit.
Master Theo.
Ah, I see you're forcing Goots to do your bidding.
What are you doing with these people?
I'll free
I can't believe you've gone to the dark side,
My
Goots.
sister was talking about.
Wow, you finally put two and two together. This kind of shit just, like, bothers me in narratives, because it's just, like... This isn't even, like, interesting drama caused by someone being a dumbass who can't, like, retain basic information.
Theodore.
Alright, yep.
But it seems they've already stooped.
Alright, yeah, we've met Theo now. He's a cool swashbuckler when he's not a dumbass.
Like, there's a lot of, like, melodrama that can be caused by, like, stupid misunderstandings, and it can be annoying, but, like, at least if it, like, causes things to happen in a story, it's like, yeah, but, like, in so many, like, especially in video games, but also in just, like, you know, non-interactive media,
let's just go
there's
beat
just
the
so
shit
much
out
where
of
it's just
these
like,
guys.
oh, yeah, we need these two people to have a fight scene, so we're gonna have one person just have shit in their ears.
Yeah, and you know, like, sometimes it's fun. Like, you know, the classic, you know, superhero team-up is they have to fight first.
Yeah.
Because it's cool to just see the powers play off of each other.
Yeah, but sometimes it's season 1 of Nanoha.
Yeah, and then other times it's like, you know, like, Spider-Man, why are you and Luke Cage fighting again? They're just making that up. I don't know if they have a track record of fighting or something.
At least if it's like, fucking Spider-Man fighting the Human Torch, it's like, okay, they're both being, like, peacocks.
Yes.
They're...
Until they become best friends.
So I like buy that neither of them is willing to listen to the other, and also is not willing to go like, okay, hang on a minute.
Glad I got on Ambrosia for that.
Yeah. No one will ever find us in our secret hideout. Oh shit!
What's the password?
The password is death! In a desert, have you no shame?
Nope.
To be fair,
what the fuck?
Torgal? What just happened?
Torgal launched the guy at the same time I started like the big hit animation.
Torgal just stole your kill.
Fucking kill stealing pooch.
That was amazing. Can we get that clipped? What's the password?
Oh shit, they've got a dog! Get the mages first.
I just love how that guy was casting just in the vain hope that he would not get to him first. It's like, I've calculated his walking speed. He won't get there. Oh god!
Alright, you.
What's the second password?
Just recreated the end of JoJo Part 4 right there. Launched that dude into the air by kicking him in the dick. Clive, do not fuck around.
If Clive gets healing powers, he can do the Highway Star bit.
I might actually get to ride my bird for a little bit this time.
Ready to go?
Yeah, this is like such an odd sequence because, like, you know, this chunk of the game is weird compared to, like, the generally decent pacing of the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And the writing also, too, like, this whole, oh no, he lost the pass, is kind of like,
Some of our new
takes a dip, and the only other part of the game that really makes me think of that is the fucking final Lubor quest, which is, like, very at odds with the way the rest of the game is written regarding, like, you know, bigotry and stuff.
Scum. The leaders of the Carth. They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
Yeah, I mean, did you not see what I did to the other guys?
We're ready.
Oh, I'm...
And Torgal just spins into frame.
Fuck. It's that guard from Bockland. Kill him. Kill them all.
Different idea. We'll kill you! That guy's just like, where did my stagger bar go? Oh shit! Yeah, let's just, you know, speed this up. You know,
it's like a freaking punch-out counter.
This guy doesn't get to play the game. I love it so much. It's so fun. It's also fun on those rare occasions you just get to smack a rando with it. You're under arrest, he says to the bodies. Alright, cool, yeah, there's probably stuff here. Whee! Torgal is blameless. What's the second password? Holy shit, did I kill those guys?
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way.
Not normally one for short hair, but she's
Quite the
really
opposite.
rocking it, I think.
Yeah.
My brother did what? Oh, Jesus.
So it was the cast stones who were
No, not
behind
him,
it
your
all.
brother.
Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And
Theo,
said
you're
the
grounded.
rise solves 3 problems
Aw.
at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will.
I'll just
Thank you.
in between my pecs.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sort?
Of course. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
Besides, nobody else wears so many fucking badges.
As for a small fee, we will move anything, be that good.
Badges. I need all the stinking badges.
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Yeah.
Another badge. Perfect.
Elle has
Now I
friends
can
in
go
high
to the
places
Pokemon
as well.
League.
I shall bear it with pride.
With all of my other ones.
Well, all the goods is.
Quest completo. Neat.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Fine questos.
Clive, I lost my passing it. I didn't even give it back to you yet.
That well.
Yeah, sure, I'll go beat people up, I think. Onward to discovery! He just looks so sad.
Clive's just like, I have a 4 for side quest now. Fill in here who you need me to kill.
I see you've.
Look, I'm just trying to get the AP in advance of, like,
Any
you
idea
know,
where
all
his
the
search for the
powers I
thieves
need
might
to
have taken him?
I prefer to live and let die.
Well, you used to say live and let live.
You know you did, you know you did, you know you did.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the bloody crimson caravan, scooping up all the best.
All the way back here.
If I knew where I
Now I
was.
just need to see.
Hello, yes, you.
So you stop.
I want my renown.
I want to be less inconspicuous around here. We.
God damn it. Fuck you, game! You do goofy shit! Hey you, a guy. Yep.
Moving to the desert, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the desert, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a big story thing once I go and talk to Goots.
Mm-hmm.
So Rosie and I have been talking about taking a break partway through the streams to rest up, snack, re-energize.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that after these and when the next big map thing opens up? Because it's coming, I'm pretty sure.
Which way did he go?
But I was honestly like thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I think for these Sunday big RPG streams, it'll help us like make it longer in general.
Yeah.
Get somewhere.
Oh, these guys look friendly.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm sure this person has what has it coming.
You'll hand over your coin. You know what's good for you.
They should really just let you put them straight off the cliff. Honestly. And just go ring out. There is no need for this!
It makes me feel good.
I've changed my ways. No, it says ne'er do well, not do well until Clive beats you up. Eve thinks it is a good plan.
I know, like, I still have to watch basically all of JoJo Part 4, but I have seen and take great pleasure in watching the 2 times Jotaro gets within 5 feet of Kira, and it's spectacular every time. Like, I love when he gets to him, like, right before he pulls the trigger, and then, just, like, he basically shatters the man's hand so he can't use his powers anymore, and he's just like, alright, that's enough, and then he pauses and thinks on it, and he's just like, no, and lays into the guy for no reason other than, yeah, fuck this guy.
I still haven't seen beyond the first couple episodes of Part 5. Like, I just kind of lost interest.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You know, people love Part 5, so...
Yeah, I liked what we saw, so... And I know, like, JoJo's lengthiest beatdown is apparently in that part, so...
Not again.
Just say... Was he about to say not again? Oh. Whee!
Yay!
Take that, lower life forms.
I'm gonna kick you off this cliff.
You ever play Mass Effect? Do you remember that one renegade option? I'm gonna do it. Oh, good lord.
Come on.
Do you think there's a porn parody of Mass Effect called Ass Effect?
Yes.
Oh.
Unequivocally, yes. There must be. Is there a drift option? Oh yeah, there is. Bird, 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 bird. Bird, 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 bird. Oh. What was that noise?
There was a noise that went...
Now you know.
And knowing is half the something. Excuse me, sir.
Rude! I'm killing your friend first. Okay.
Alright, come on, hit me. Yeah! God, so sick.
Eve says she googled it, and yes, from 2017.
What's from 2017?
Ass Effect, presumably. He says that's as far as I'm willing to conduct that sort of research for this family-friendly stream. So you'll be doing the rest of the research later then. That deadly takedown wasn't that deadly.
I mean, now it is.
That wasn't the takedown!
God, I have all of this AP, but I'm saving it up for, like, the next thing I'm gonna get.
You've never played Mass Effect.
It's...
Neither have I.
It's good.
He could not your life and I.
I see. I understand everything now.
I have, like, of late, kind of... I don't want to say I've turned against BioWare-style RPG writing, but I've noticed there's kind of, like, a structural flaw to them that, like, as a writer myself, I'm kind of like, that's a big, big issue, like, with what you're doing.
Your reward for humoring my selfish whims?
Yep. Neat. That's cool. Like, you know, I really dig Mass Effect. I love the whole trilogy. And I am a rare person who also is just like, I played Andromeda. I thought it was fine. But like, the problem... Are you fucking...
Come on, game, I need to pee!
You can go pee if you want. I'll keep going.
Yeah, but it'll be weird if, like, I pee now and then we have a break, like, a couple minutes later or something.
That's fair. Yeah, like,
Daddy.
You know, like, when you're writing something, it's really important to think, like, okay, what is this about? And then I start thinking about, like, BioWare games, and it's just like, because they kind of got to account for you deciding to randomly go murder hobo, they can't really commit a whole lot to a particular theme. Which just, you know, as a writer, I'm like, your story needs to be about something. And, like, I think the one that's really guilty of this is, like, Mass Effect 2, where it's just like, here's a bunch of people, get them together, make sure they're loyal, do suicide mission. And it's like, it's hard to, you know, where the fuck am I going? Left. Like, that game doesn't really, like, have much of a super cohesive theme to it. Is this something I can go up?
Open world games do be like that.
Yeah.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Ironically, Mass Effect 3, the one people probably care for the least, I think, is, like, the strongest theming. But that's, like, you know, if you go, like, Paragon. Because Paragon is fairly consistent throughout the games. Renegade, like, not so much. Here's the payoff to my lower life form joke, and I think this is kind of a writing flub.
I think we found our thieves.
But, you know, I'll talk about that when we get there.
Alright. They have a feudal system, apparently.
Yeah. Ow. Nope. Sorry, I'm not in a good spot. There we go. This one asshole getting... Oh my god. Woo! 4 whole AP! Wow. Alright. Let's get this cutscene. Alright, so basically the resolution here is the guy, like, has actually learned to interact with the goblins and trade with them. I have mixed feelings on this because it, like, complicates the fact that you have, like, guilt-free wiped out, like, just a bunch of goblins beforehand.
I like that you, like, wanted to talk about that scene and skipped it.
Yeah. Well, the big takeaway is just like, okay, so, like, mankind can interact with the goblins, who have, until this point in the game, being treated as, like, you know, disposable mooks you can just tear through, like animals. And I'm like, like, pick one or the other, don't do it halfway. Because, like, that just means, like, now you can start asking questions, and those questions certainly don't result in, like, great things.
Well, anytime I remember goblins, like, showing up, they were usually the aggressors, so...
Yeah.
Peaches and pears.
But, like, I'm pretty sure the term Beastman has come up in this game. And it's just like, don't, just... For me, it's like, you know, any story that asks, like, couldn't Batman do more with his money than just beat up people? Because then you either have to just go, like... you either have to say, like, no, crime isn't caused by economic issues, so it is totally okay to just, like, violence indiscriminately people. Which is bad. That is a bad thing to say. Or you end up with the conclusion of, like, yeah, he could use that money a lot more efficiently than by being Batman to address the problems of Gotham. At which point you stop having Batman. And so it's one of those things where it's just like, you're honestly better off just don't ask the question. Like, we're all already happy to see Batman.
Jug of snake spit for the
So we're not inclined, like, you know, we like Batman. You don't need to try and, like, justify this messily.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Alright.
Yeah,
this
the Lord of the Rings orc problem. Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat, P-Sham boy.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings orcs are interesting too because a lot of people will point their finger and be like, oh, it's like, you know, racist caricature or bad or like bad implications or whatever. And then it'll be like, yeah, do you want to talk about how Tolkien kind of agreed and was troubled by the way he wrote the orcs and kept tinkering with them until literally the day he died? And nobody really does, because, you know, then you don't have, like, an easy issue of, like, see, it's bad, actually.
Yeah.
Because he did.
People don't want to actually, like, you know, find the best thing to do. They just want to look smart.
Yeah. It's like, did you know H.P. Lovecraft was racist? Yes. Did you know that in his later, like, years, he, like, wrote a letter and was just like, oh my god, I want to beat the shit out of past me. What a racist dumbass. I am not, like, I do not stand by those statements. And, you know, like, good on H.P. Lovecraft for reflecting and being like, holy shit, I was insane. I did a bad thing.
Right. We have a...
Wish authors now would do that instead of just doubling down and tripling down and quadrupling down.
I was gonna skip the cutscene, but I have no idea if there's, like, something interesting connected to, like, you know, the back half of it.
Mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
You can boss us around, and we will not take your one hit point away.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Nothing ever goes wrong here, right?
Let's go.
Authors today have an economic incentive to keep being asses. Yeah, I guess that goes for, like, most people at this point, huh?
Okay, so there was a cutscene.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father.
Phoenix, I'm sorry, your mother
For
is a
better or
bitch.
worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts.
It just makes it so funny that they're talking about, like, where could the enemy be hiding? And it's like, Annabella's right there. Like,
come on, man, you could have mega flared her. The room was empty. Nobody would have known.
I don't think she's under the influence of Ultima. I think she just sucks.
You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Come on, join the team, Dion.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
And that'd be inconvenient.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
Eve says, honestly, that's an even more damning indictment of Annabella. She's not even aware of Ultima, but she's still somehow responsible for like 50% of the terrible decisions over the past several years.
What do you know of my
blood? I mean, I
know
don't
that it
mind
is wholly
repurposing Kingdom Hearts
unworthy of
things
the
into
highest
something
offices of state, which rightly belong to those of
not
poorer
made
breeding.
by Nomura, shall we say.
Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear.
I just don't understand how
And his
this woman
mongrel
can go
son
through
is
like
plotting
days
a
in her
rebellion.
life without just everyone just like
Sylvester listens to the
instinctively
words
like
of his
beating the crap out of her.
And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In
God, what a
consideration of
bitch!
your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness.
My guy, there's nobody around. Toss her out the
Now
window.
hurry
Mega
and make
flare
ready.
her.
I mean, who else would he be able to blame for that though?
Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion.
Clive.
Or should I say, of Bahamut.
It was Sid the Outlaw.
May your fire reduce his
Smash cut to
enemies
Clive.
to ash.
It wasn't me. But if I was there, I might have done it.
Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
You had to go out of your way to step on that. Like that's not even subtle.
You know she kicks puppies for fun.
That's why she hated Torgal. She couldn't kick Torgal without dying.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it.
However, if you can help me install some trapdoors,
that is
it would be
done,
much appreciated.
The strength I have shall be yours.
Joshua, have you ever invented film and made a movie called Home Alone?
How does that even work?
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Yeah, good team up.
Terence,
my prince.
tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
Dion's got a nice butt.
We dragoons.
Now that's in
have
these
but one
pants.
leader,
Yeah.
Your Highness.
Quite frankly, Your Highness, we've all been waiting.
Very end.
We had a betting pool on how long it would take. Nobody won. We all thought it would have happened by now.
This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
The exact moment
In
where,
Minecraft.
where everybody who didn't already think Dion was awesome was just like, yeah, Team Dion, woo!
Why would you not think Dion is awesome?
I don't know, maybe you're stupid.
Alright.
Anyways, should we take a break? Because we are in for some lengthy awesomeness.
Alright, we will back in a little bit. We're gonna have ourselves a snack.
How much time do you think? 20 minutes?
Probably less than that, honestly.
Okay,
Like,
alright. 10, 15?
probably 10.
Sure, 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
we'll be back. So excited. This is some
Put a
cool
little
shit that's about to go down.
BRB text. I guess I could run some ads.
Yeah, make like 5 cents.
You're like, what?
5 cents off the ad.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they'll actually get an ad for something they can use. No,
like Prince of Persia.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard that game's pretty good. I don't want to keep memeing on like the one like actual game Ubisoft might have made.
All right. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Snack time.